Hey guys, welcome back. Will to live here. And contrary to what you might think, that's not rain. That is in fact the tears of all these haters that are coming at me for saying that the 5th gen might be the better option over that new 6th gen. All kidding aside, we're diving deep today to answer a question that many of you may have. And that is, should you hold off on purchasing a 5th gen 4runner and wait for that elusive 6th gen? We all know it is natural to be drawn to shiny and new. The 6th gen promises to be more powerful, bigger, more capable, or so they say, and presumably more expensive. But let's be completely honest, the 5th gen is a beast. Rugged, reliable, and will take you anywhere you want to go. So let's highlight a few things that the 5th gen offers that you're not going to be able to get on the new 6th gen. A 4.0, the tried, true, reliable power plant of the smooth V6 engine that is in the 5th gen. That's gone forever, and you're not going to be able to get the V6. Now, many people say it's a gutless wonder, but for what it is, I think it's perfectly fine. I would take that any day. Just, it's tried and it's trusted. You know it's not going to break down on you. There's no complicated hybrid system and no turbos. So, in my opinion, that wins. Number 2, character. It has a timeless design. It doesn't matter if you're getting an SR5, a TRD Offroad, a TRD Pro, a Limited. They all have just this character about them. They just look adventurous, a true icon. Number 3, certain models actually have an actual stick lever that shift into 4 high and 4 low. How cool is that? Everything's going in favor of a push button, and it's just something satisfying about actually shifting into neutral and throwing that thing down into 4 low and feeling it click. I mean, that's worth it to me. I love it. I wish that they would have retained that with the 6th gen, but anyway, it's gone forever. So if that's something that you like about having an actual manual shifter for your transfer case, 5th gen. All right, number 4, off-road prowess. You have a lot of ground clearance. It is, I'm sure in many ways, it's gonna have a better breakover angle. It's a little bit shorter. Your approach angles, your departure angles, top notch. Not uncommon to see a lot of them running around with a Viper cut like I have on mine. And I mean, look how much tire is actually sitting outside of the front bumper. I mean, it's amazing. Even in stock form, you've got a very good suspension system, solid rear axle, you have excellent ground clearance, and many models actually have crawl control, A-track, multi-terrain select, and also a locking rear differential. You get with the 6th gen, there's nothing different, with the exception of sway bar disconnects, which is cool. But if you're like me and you're not running any sway bars anyway, what difference does it make? But they do make it ready for adventure right out of the box. So they're ready to overland, off-road, whatever your adventurous spirit takes you. Lastly, proven value. I don't anticipate that the 5th gen prices are gonna drop much, if any, with the 6th gen coming along. They've held their value extremely well. Just food for thought. I mean, with the exception of the first 3 years of the 5th gen, you get into, I think, 2014, they sold about 70,000 units. 2015, I think, was maybe 90,000 units or so. And then it's been well over 100,000 units every year since. It's not diluting the resale or the wholesale market on them. And you still, a lot of your like TRD Pros with the special colors and stuff. I mean, if you could find one right now at a discount, I'd still say it's time to buy. The value has held up just greater than anything that I could have ever imagined. It's kind of nuts just how well the value is held and how many units they continue to sell, considering that there hasn't been a redesign. So at the end of the day, if you're looking at a used 5th gen or even a new 5th gen, the difference in money between what you're going to acquire that vehicle at and what you're going to be paying for the 6th gen, it just sort of makes sense, because I imagine they're going to be significantly higher. I feel like they'll probably start out somewhere in the low 40s to mid 40s and just go up from there. But I am anticipating that the price of a TRD Pro or the Trail Hunter are going to be probably somewhere between like $68,000 and $70,000. And I don't want it to sound like I'm just kind of hating on the 6th gen. I'm far from it. But it does beg the question though, did Toyota do enough with the 6th gen? The soft touch materials, I mean, how far can that actually take you? I mean, there were some things that I thought they could have done differently. Perhaps maybe even went with a front locker. That would have been super, super cool. A removable hardtop to go back to like a retro, like to the 1st gen. This somehow, somewhere in there, I was kind of secretly hoping for that. I mean, it's a good looking vehicle, but you know, is it gonna warrant the expected higher price? You know, I'm not sold yet on that. I'm gonna have to see. Well, I mean, just one of those things. I mean, you can look at it all day long. If you haven't seen it in person, that changes the perception of things. So definitely need to see one in person. I mean, man, it's gonna be a lot bigger. It's wider. Just don't know what that's gonna feel like out on the trail. But anyway, that's my 2 cents on the 6th gen. Moving on. Finally, the 5th gen is a timeless classic, and many off-roaders consider it like a badge of honor type vehicle. It can tear up any trail you want to hit. They're easily customizable, and with a wealth of aftermarket parts and knowledge for years to come. So with all the buzzwords going on right now with the 6th gen is the buzz. We definitely don't want to overshadow the 5th gen. We don't want to put baby in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner.
Especially with the capability and the value that it brings to the table. It is definitely a future classic, and with the money that you're gonna save on a 5th gen over a 6th gen, you're gonna have so much more opportunity to buy cool off-road gear or plan your next adventure. All right, guys, so are you ready to write your own story, to get out there, find your own 5th gen and start making memories? So my challenge to you is to get out there, find you an incredible deal on a 5th gen and join this awesome 4runner community. And if I'm talking to you, leave me a comment below. Tell me what the first thing you're gonna do to your 5th gen. Or even better, where you plan on taking it to. And before you go, if you would, please hit that like button. And if you haven't done so already, please subscribe to the channel. Got a lot of new folks here, and you wanna make sure that you hit that bell to be notified when I drop more videos that pertain to the 5th gen and the 6th gen. Thank you.